All right, y'all, we need to talk about this Bitcoin price action. We're going to be talking about USDC being delisted from the largest cryptocurrency exchange in the world. We're going to talk about what does the rest of this week hold for Bitcoin and the cryptocurrency markets. So make sure to like the video, make sure to subscribe to the channel. So let's begin with the Bitcoin price action. What happened here? Well, this huge move to the downside yesterday gave us the breakdown of this descending triangle that we had right here with our horizontal support and our diagonal resistance. And we actually did reject from the Fibonacci golden pocket retracement from that high to the low. And this was actually a trade setup that we gave in the VIP Discord, where we had this golden pocket up here near this daily level where we were looking to take a short from this area. That's exactly where we did get the rejection from. Now, where are we getting a bounce from, and why are we getting a bounce right here? First of all, I'm still holding the short, as you can see. Actually, maybe you actually can't see that, so I need to adjust this. So I'm still holding the short, and just to show the trade setup given in the VIP Discord right here, we were looking to short from around 20K to 2150, this general zone of very important resistance. Okay, that's exactly where we got the move down from. Why are we getting a bounce from right here? Well, Monday we did give the trade setup to bounce from this area. This box actually right here, I can put it on the chart. This long trade right here, we're looking to take a long from this area. We did come down and get our initial bounce from the first tap of that box, but then I also did tell everybody that I was looking for specifically to come and take out the low at 18,555 with bullish divergences on the 24-minute time frame. And that's exactly what happened. We took out that low at 18,555 with, as you can see, bullish divergences on the 24-minute time frame, and this is giving us our move to the upside from that area. And you can see that currently the long position is up right now about 69% in profits. And I'm going to talk about where I think this could go, some key levels of support and resistance. But this is why it's so important to always have a plan in advance, right? Because if you know the areas you're looking for key support and resistance, it can make it very, very simple to get into trades. If you know what confirmations you're looking for, it can make it very, very simple to short major areas of resistance and long major areas of support. Now, if you want to join the VIP Discord where we post these levels, it's not a signals group, but it's a TA group. You can go to patreon.com/Jason Casper. Also, if you do want to learn how to get these levels, you can check out the course, jasoncaspertrading.com. There's a 25% discount in the description of the video. So let's talk about key areas of support and resistance right now on this Bitcoin chart. So we're going to go to the 4-hour time frame. And something that I've been talking about now for months, since June, is the fact that we are trading in a giant sideways range with very clearly defined high and very clearly defined low. And we've been saying for a long time that we should be looking to long the lows and short the highs, okay? Now, we have come down to the lows of this range. Right here, these blue candles are establishing a fair value for the asset. Whenever price trades below the blue line, that is considered oversold, and we should be looking for longs to come back up into the value area of this sideways range. Whenever we are above this blue line up here, that is considered overbought, and we should be looking for a move back down into the shaded area. Okay, now one of the major ways I like to do this is by looking at the 4-hour time frame. If we see market Cipher B is oversold, meaning the momentum waves are printing above the 60 line, right? And we also see that the price action is oversold, meaning it has come outside of the value area, then we can look for a short trade. So for example, right up here, we saw that price action was oversold, 4-hour oversold, we look for a short. Over here, we see that price action is overbought and overbought. And then we come down here and we see price action is oversold, market Cipher B is oversold, and we look for a long position, right? And so now we can see that we are entering into that oversold territory, and market Cipher B is also giving us oversold indications with bullish divergences. What is a bullish divergence? A bullish divergence is when price is making a lower low, yet the momentum is making a higher low. And so this is definitely an area where we should be looking for a long back into the value area. So let's talk about key areas of resistance that we need to be aware of, because keep in mind, we can come all the way down to this low here and still not lose the range to the downside. Look at what happened up here. We put in a high, we came back down, we put in an even higher high before getting our move to the downside. So it's not too crazy to think that we might put in a low, come back up, put in a lower low, and then get a move to the downside if we are in fact going to come back into the range. But our job as traders is not to predict what's going to happen in the future. It's to look at the possible scenarios and then plan accordingly so that when those scenarios, if they play out, we know what we are going to do so that we can grab juicy longs like the long I'm currently in right now, right? So first of all, we need to be aware that there's a chance that this is a real breakdown and that this is not simply going to give us a move back into the value area. So the first area that we do need to be aware of right now is going to be this 18,000, I would say $19,000 area, right around this zone. In fact, I'm going to draw a box here. This zone right here is going to be the major area of resistance that we need to be aware of. 1890 to 19,100, this $200-300 zone. Why is that? There's many reasons for that. The first reason is because this is the value area low of the entire range. Okay, the value area low of the entire range, as we just saw. If price cannot confirm above this level, this could actually be a breakdown and a retest confirming a breakdown to a lower level, right? So we need to be aware as we come up to this area to be looking for things like bearish divergences, right? The second thing that we need to be aware of is if we come over to a TPO chart right here, we can see that on the way down, we formed these things called single prints, okay? Single prints. What are single prints? Single prints are basically when we have, this is a TPO chart, and if you want to learn more about this, you could go to learn.jasongaspertrading.com for our advanced TA course, but just to simplify it, when you have a very fast move down, if we come back up to this area where the single prints begin, it's very possible that we get a rejection from here. Now, if we don't get a rejection, it's very probable that we fill the single prints and come all the way back up to these highs. But for right now, it's an area of resistance, and we can see that it lines up very nicely with the value area low of the range. So this is the first thing that we need to be aware of if we are looking for more upside, right? If we can, however, come back inside of this value area, then the next area of resistance that we need to be aware of is of course going to be a retest of these previous lows around 19.5, okay, around 19.5. Now if we take a look at these single prints again, we can see that they will be filled right around 19.6, so we can draw another zone of resistance right around here, saying that these are the two right now most important areas of resistance that we need to be aware of if we are going to get a bigger move to the upside. So definitely, you know, if we're day trading, scalping, can be looking for shorts from here, can be looking for shorts from here. And of course, all the setups that we're looking for are given in the VIP Discord. We just went over it in the VIP live stream this morning. Now, what about areas to the downside? Okay, there are some levels to the downside that we need to be aware of, but right now, what I like to do, especially if this is a significant bottom, is use Fibonacci, right? Use Fibonacci. If we know that we have put in a low here, we can pull a fib from the low to the high, and we can see that we do have our golden pocket retracement coming in right around here. This is an area I would actually look to add to a long position. We can also use more local Fibonacci from this low to this high, right? This is kind of how I am looking at this, and we also do need to be aware of the fact that we could simply just put in another sideways range, right? Everybody's always looking for the big V-shaped recovery or the big rejection, but the reality is, guys, most of the time the asset is simply going to range like we did over here, like we did over here. And so it's very possible that we just start to put in some kind of a range here where we do come up, get a rejection, come down, take the lows, come back into the range, and we actually start to form another range right here, right? This is the next kind of idea that we need to be aware of. And if that's the case, then we can start to mark out the highs and the lows and simply look for the longs at the low of the range and the shorts at the high of the range. So that's kind of what I'm looking at for Bitcoin right now. I want to take a look at this. It's been making news in the cryptocurrency space since yesterday, where Binance has decided to stop supporting USDC, which is the second largest stablecoin behind USDT. And people are actually getting concerned. Is this going to be bad for USDC? Is it going to become unpegged from the dollar? Binance, the issuer of the world's third largest stablecoin, said on Monday it will convert customers' holdings into 3 rival stablecoins USDC, USDP, which is the Pax dollar, and TrueUSD, TUSD into its own stablecoin, BUSD, the Binance USD stablecoin. They did this to, quote, enhance liquidity and capital efficiency for users, end quote, in a move that has baffled many enthusiasts. As a result of the move, the world's largest crypto exchange said it will remove spot, future, and margin trading with USDC, USBP, and TUSD pairs. They say this will not affect users' choice of withdrawal. Users will still be able to withdraw funds into USDC, USDP, and TUSD at a 1-to-1 ratio for their Binance stablecoin. Now, personally for me, what do I think about this? I think that Binance, this is a good move for them, honestly, because they are the world's largest cryptocurrency exchange. They're like 8 times more volume on a daily basis than the second largest crypto exchange, which is FTX. And this is going to really put them into a powerful position to grow their own stablecoin. We saw what happened to Binance Coin, BNB, how it absolutely blew up and pumped like crazy. And I think that this is just a power move for them as the world's largest exchange. It would make sense that they would want to encourage people to use their stablecoin. Personally, I don't really think that this will have any kind of negative effects on USDC, but nonetheless, it's very interesting to see Binance doing this. I think it's a good move for them as a company, as an exchange. Now, unfortunately for me, I don't use Binance. I can't really use Binance just because of certain restrictions in my area. But it is nonetheless very interesting to see this happening. So some people have been asking, do I think this will cause USDC to have issues? Personally, no, I don't think so at all. But I do think it's a great move for the exchange Binance. All right, guys, that's it for today's video. Make sure to like the video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. This is what I'm looking at for Bitcoin, guys. And yeah, God bless everybody in the name of Jesus the Messiah. And I will see everybody in the next video. Peace.